Hey, what's cracking, YouTube? Today we're going to be taking a look at Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, Noble Numbat, and it is a beta release. And this was released on Friday, April 12th. So it says right here that the Ubuntu team is pleased to announce the beta release of the Ubuntu 24.04 LTS Desktop, server, and cloud products. 24.04 LTS, codenamed Noble Numbat, continues Ubuntu's proud tradition of integrating the latest and greatest open source technologies into a high quality, easy to use Linux distribution. The team has been very hard at work through this cycle, introducing new features and fixing bugs. This beta release includes images from not only the Ubuntu Desktop, server, and cloud products, but also the Edubuntu, Kubuntu, Lubuntu, Ubuntu Budgie, Ubuntu Cinnamon, UbuntuKylin, Ubuntu Mate, Ubuntu Studio, Ubuntu Unity, and Xubuntu flavors. The beta images are known to be reasonably free of showstopper image build or installer bugs, while representing a very recent snapshot of 24.04 LTS that should be representative of the features intended to ship, with the final release expected on April 25th, 2024. I've got it up in the virtual machine. I've already installed it and I've already updated it. So let's take a look at Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, Noble Numbat. Okay, so here we are on the desktop now, and this is the GNOME desktop environment. And the first thing that we have here is a welcome screen. And it says, welcome to Ubuntu Noble Numbat development branch. So this is a beta. Keep that in mind if you download the ISO. This is a beta release. I believe it's fully released on the 25th. So right now, 24.04 LTS is a beta release. And it says right here, it's from the development branch. All right, so let me go ahead and click on next. All right, and it says enable Ubuntu Pro. So for those of you that want to get the Pro version, you will click on this button right here and proceed with the Pro. But we're just going to keep it simple for now. And then right here it says help improve Ubuntu. Yes, share system data with the Ubuntu team. And since I'm on a virtual machine, I'll just select no. Then click on next. And then it says get started with more applications. Ubuntu's App Center has a range of apps you can get started with. So has a button right here to open up the App Center, but we'll get to that later on. Right now, we're just going to run through this welcome screen. All right, then just click on finish. All right, and as I stated before, this is the GNOME desktop environment, Ubuntu's own flavor of it at least. And with all GNOME, pretty much not all, but most of them, they have the panel on top. And with the panel on top, you have three basic items. You have your system tray, you have your date and time, and then you have your activities. Well, at least it used to say activities right here. So this system tray right here, basically it's a single button. It looks like it's three separate icons, like a power, volume, and internet connection icon, but it's actually one single icon altogether. And if you click on it, it'll give you all of the options. So you have your volume options, your internet options, even have some theming options and your power session, lock screens, things like that, and your settings. So that's all joined together in the single button that's your system tray. And in the middle right here, you have your date and time. So basically clicking on this is going to open up a calendar. And right here in this calendar, you can see you have no events, but if you want to set up an event, you can set an event. And then you also have your notifications right here. So there's also a button here. So if you want to turn the notifications off, you can do that. Or if you just want to leave them on, you can do that. And then you have your activities menu. So basically all it does is just, it's like a desktop switcher. So you can just use your scroll wheel on your mouse to go back and forth, or you could just go to the edge and click on it and just move to your desired desktop. Then you have a side panel. It's a panel, it's a dock. You could call it whatever you want. Panel, dock, whatever. But basically right here, you have some pinned applications. So starting from the top, you have a Firefox web browser. And below that, we have files, which is our file manager. And below that, we have our app center. And below that, we have our help. And below that, we have our mounted devices. In this case, it's going to be the ISO. And then below that, we have a trash bin. And then all the way on the bottom, we have a application menu, which shows you, it launches what's called Launchpad. So if you click on it, it pretty much opens up a page like this, and you have all your applications right here. If you had multiple pages, there would either be dots right here on the bottom, or there would be dots on the side that shows you how many pages you have. Each dot would mean that it's a page. So right here, we don't have any dots, so it means that this is all the apps that are installed on here. All right, so let's go through our settings. Take a look at our settings. The settings right here is kind of similar to the KDE Plasma settings, where you have all of your items located on the left-hand side. So if you go down this side right here on the left, pretty much you have all your items that you can control with your system settings. So you have network, Bluetooth, displays, sound, power, multitasking, appearance, Ubuntu Desktop, apps, notifications, search, online accounts, sharing, mouse and touchpad, keyboard, color, printers, accessibility, privacy and security, and system. All right, and usually there's an about here, but it's probably going to be in this little hamburger menu, and it is. So we'll click on the about, and it tells you right here that it's the settings, the GNOME project, 46.0.1. All right, so while we got the settings open, let's go ahead and take a look at some appearance. So there's two tabs we want to take a look at here. One is going to be backgrounds, I believe. Well, let's see if it has backgrounds or wallpapers, unless they moved it around. So, well, I'm going to go to appearance. Let's see. So appearance, basically you have your theming set up right here. So right now we're on a light theme, which is default in this case. And then we also have a dark theme. So we click on that, moves to default dark. And right now the highlights is not showing the color from the accent right here. So this right here where it says appearance is supposed to be the same color as whatever's selected here. So let me change it and see if it changes. No, it's not changing it. So I guess maybe this is something that they've done different. I'm not sure. But typically whatever's highlighted, your accent color would go to that. But in this case, I guess it's not. Maybe it's something different with Ubuntu 24.04. But that's what's supposed to happen. And lo and behold, the backgrounds are right here also. So they've kind of like condensed it, I believe. So let me just minimize this a bit. And I got a little background change already. I didn't click on any of the backgrounds, but it looks like it changed already. So let me go back to default. Yeah, it changes the color on the background. Then when I go to dark, it kind of does that also. All right. But if you want to change the background, you got your backgrounds right here. You just simply click on it and it'll just switch on the fly. All right. So that's pretty much how you would change your backgrounds on here. All right. That one looks pretty cool. So I'll just leave it on that. And also, if you want to download a picture off the internet and add it as a background, you could do that. You just click this little tab right here that says add picture. Click on it and you navigate to wherever you downloaded the picture and you can just add it. We'll just cancel that out and I'll go ahead and close this. Well, actually I made it bigger. Now I'll close it. There you go. Okay, so let me open up a terminal and see what we can find on here. So there's a terminal. It's going to be the standard, I believe it's the GNOME terminal, but let me go ahead and confirm that. I've been wrong plenty of times. And it is. It is the GNOME terminal. Version 3.52.0 for GNOME 46. So this is Ubuntu, so it's Debian based. So to install applications, you would do sudo app install and whatever the application name. So in this case, I'm actually going to update it first. So let's do that. Give it our password. And it's going to run through a quick update. All right, now that it says that 420 packages can be upgraded, but we're not going to do that now. What now we're going to do is install a few applications. So let's do HTOP and NeoFetch. All right, that's installed. So I'll go ahead and clear the screen. And let's take a look at HTOP first. All right, and there's your HTOP. Let me make that bigger so you can see it better. And these are your system resources. So anything you want to see, you can just check it out from here. All right, let me go ahead and close that down. And now let's take a look at NeoFetch. And you can see right here, it does say Ubuntu Noble Numbat Development Branch. So I don't think it actually says anywhere 2404, but it is tell you that it's a Noble Numbat. All right, and then you got your kernel right here, which is a 6.8.0. And you got your desktop environment, your window manager, your themes, icons, terminal, CPU, GPU, and your memory. Same as any other time. Alrighty, now let's take a look at the Software Center. So the Software Center, I believe it's updated or upgraded, and it does look different than before. So it actually looks pretty cool. Looks like it has a lot of stuff on there. So let's go ahead and search for some applications. Let's do a quick search for GIMP. All right. So you got versions right here. It says GIMP, but it's coming from Snapcrack. So that's one of the things with Ubuntu. It's kind of like forcing everything on Snap. But let me change this and see if it'll change. Okay. So I just did a filter by Debian packages, and this did come up. So let me click on it and see if it is. It doesn't tell you whether it's coming from the Snap or it's supposed to be Debian because I clicked on Debian packages. So let's click on install, give it our password. All right, and we'll go ahead and let GIMP install. Now let's take a look at the about while that's installing. And it is App Center version 1.0.0. And here are your developers right here. And if you want to contribute, you can find them on GitHub. All right. So go back to Explore. Let me go to Manage. This is where you can check for your updates and things like that. But I'm trying to get back to my where I'm installing GIMP, but I don't see it anywhere right here, or maybe I'm just not looking right. All right. Well, it's supposed to be installing GIMP, but let me see if it is already installed, and it is. So let me go ahead and click on it. All right, and here's GIMP right here, which we just installed. And let's take a look at the version, and it is 2.10.36. All right, so the installer works pretty good. Everything's worked pretty good. All right, so okay, it's pretty cool. This is a Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. This is a beta release, so be aware of that. So if you download it and you use it, just be informed and be aware that this is a beta release. Okay. All right, that's gonna do it for this quick overview. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And let me know if there's anything that I missed that I should have taken a look at. Okay, help me get better at this. All right, you guys. And I'm out.